We're here on the lawns at One-to-One Mining Investment in Cape Town. Bernie, thank you very much for your time. Just first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and about the company.
Thanks, Julian. Yes, my name is Pryor, the Chief Executive Officer of Alufer Mining, which is a privately owned bauxite producing company, and our operation is in Guinea in West Africa. I'm a metallurgical engineer by training, and I've been in the mining industry all my life.
Tell us a little bit about the project you've got there. What stage is that in terms of the the size, where you are on the cost curve for production of bauxite? A little bit more.
Well, we produce 5.5 million tonnes per annum. We financed the project in 2016 for $205 million. We constructed it over 18 months and came into production in August last year. We're now at steady state production, and we sell most of our product into China. And at 5.5 million tonnes, growing up to 10 million tonnes, we're about the 10th largest producer as a mine of bauxite in the world.
And for those, I guess, who are less familiar of the market for bauxite, tell us a little bit about the end markets and I guess your distribution, marketing of that.
Sure. The bauxite is used 100% in the production of aluminium. 5 tonnes of bauxite approximately produces 2 tonnes of alumina, which is 1 tonne of aluminium. And aluminium is mainly used in the construction industry and in transportable energy like planes, trains, automobiles. And we hear a lot about cobalt and lithium in various battery metals and everything else. And the common theme throughout that is aluminium, because the importance of power to weight ratios for control of emissions and efficiencies.
And then looking forward, in terms of the corporate strategy, what do you see in terms of the future for Alufer?
We have a very interesting debate going on, because on one side, going through an IPO would be very interesting to some of our shareholders to create liquidity for a private company. But it's not really advisable to IPO a single project company when you're in operations. You might want to IPO something in the development stage. We're cash positive now, but we really would like to look at doing an acquisition and then IPOing perhaps a company that's got a positive cash flow and a development asset. That will make a lot of sense to the market. The markets for IPO are not very attractive at the moment. Mining equities are perhaps will come back more in flavour later on this year, but all options are open to us today.
Very good. And tell us a little bit about the response you've received from investors as you've been articulating the story and how your experience has been here at One-to-One.
Yeah, well, it's quite an interesting position for us to be, because we're meeting lots of investors, but we're not looking for money, and we're really sort of spreading the word to say this is what we've been doing, so that when the time comes to either IPO or make an acquisition, people say, oh yes, I met that company before, we know what they're doing. So it's really just spreading the word of who we are. And
how have you found the conference? Has it been a good use of your time?
It's been a very efficient use of my time. I love the half-hour slots, because you get everything done in a half an hour rather than perhaps taking an hour in the office back home. And the speed dating process I really appreciate. So it's the first time at One-to-One. I've been in Darwin for many years, but I'll certainly come back to One-to-One. I like the format, I like the setting very much.
Fantastic. Well, Bernie, thanks for your time and really appreciate you talking to us.
Thanks, Julian.